Here's how I was able to scale a brand new agency to over 10K in 30 days of starting. And if you stick with me to the end, I'm literally going to break down my stupid simple process that even if you have no experience, even if you're a beginner, you don't have any reviews, any testimonials, no social proof, how you can actually implement this and also get the same success. Now, to give you a bit of a backstory, I actually ran a previous marketing agency with my business partner. We grew that to over 1.2 million in the space of 2 years. It was averaging about 50 up to 70,000 per month. Obviously, some months were different. And it got to the stage where we wasn't able to be on the same page and we decided to part ways. Now, in that time, I was literally on holiday with my family, and this was in December. And I literally got the news and we decided to part ways and we split. And I then had to think, well, I'm coming back and yes, I've got a bit of savings, but how long is that's going to last me? I now need to make sure that I'm bringing in some cash. I mean, I've got 3 kids and a wife, and I literally was able to devise a plan while I was on holiday, and I came up with this blue ocean no-brainer offer, which would literally get the people who I was going after in my niche, literally get them to have to say yes. And if they didn't, they would literally sound and look like a retard for not doing it. And the offer that I put together was simple. I put together a 14-day partnership program. Now, in hindsight, it's literally just a 14-day free trial, meaning that I was willing to deliver a service without being paid to people that didn't know me, like me, or trust me yet, to prove that I could actually deliver and get them results. Now, this is great for you if you don't have any skin in the game, you don't have a great online presence on social media, you don't have any reviews, any testimonials, but you generally have a willingness to help people. Now, I literally was able to tell a lot of the people that signed up that, listen, I'm willing to do this in exchange for video testimonials and for Google reviews. That was the deal. If I complete this and I got your results, even if I didn't knock it out of the park, but you could see the efforts and you liked what I was doing, and even if we didn't end up working together, would you be able to give me an honest review or an honest testimonial? They agreed. So what I was able to do while I was working in this new industry, I was able to get people to then help me build my social assets. So at a later date, and I'm going to break down why, I was able to then start running ads and getting people to see that I've already worked with other people, and it was able to make those no's turn into yeses. Now, the most important thing about this, it was from a quote that I heard early on, that if you're willing to do more than you're being paid for, in return, you'll be able to demand what you want to be paid. And I literally just went into the mode of a servant. I just went in with just serving, looking at the bigger picture, not thinking about trying to get the money right now, but knowing if I did a great job, if I built solid relationship with people, they would know me, like me, and then trust me and want to continue to work with me. So the offer was simple. It was a 14-day partnership program. And I said to them, look, this is what we're going to do in the 14 days. You do not pay me. All you do is cover your advertising expense. So they were in return going to get new clients into their business, not having to pay me for it, but just cover their advertisement spend. Now, I spoke to a lot of people. Some people were still umming and ahhing and didn't, but I spoke to a handful of people that said yes. Now, it's a numbers game, and it can be daunting. It can be frustrating at times, because we signed up about 30 people onto that, and we looked at the numbers and we had about a 40% stick rate, meaning that after the 14 days, we had about 40% of those people actually go ahead and say, you know what, I want to continue working with us. That put us at about 12 to 13 clients. And based on what we was charging them, some we charged $750 per month, some we was charging $1,000. It was very low ticket at the time, right? And all we were doing was running advertisements for them to get them clients in the door. Now, the beauty of it was, in that time, we was able to build some solid relationships with people. We was able to get video testimonials, even the ones that we got some results and then didn't end up going ahead. Later on down the line, months later, after the agency was still picking up, they came back and decided to sign up. Some of them, it was time issues or reasons. Some of them was still money issues, like, you know, and I'm not going to be on here and say, yeah, we knocked out the park for everyone, but it made us start to realize who we wanted to work with and who we didn't. And we was able to be so selective. And because it was new grounds we were stepping into, meaning locations, and every location was a bit different to how we was able to get the leads in and everything, we started to realize we stumbled upon some real gold mines. And that opened up the door where I even had a client who signed up with us months after she actually got great results, and then referred us other people. And because we already had a great relationship and kept in touch, it was able to open up another door where I was bringing in quite a bit of revenue from just her and her friend. So if you want to try and start, you know, you've heard about the SMMA space, you want to start your own agency and try that. Now, the main thing to it, if you don't have a great deal of funds, you don't need it. I put about £500 into advertisement, but as the ads were running per day, I was signing people up, and then after the 14 days, people were signing up and I was putting it back in. in. So even if you have a small investment, if you don't have anything to put in, if you can put in $250 or pounds or euros or up to 500 just to run some simple ads to get people in, then this is going to pave the way later where you'll start being paid. Now, if you don't have anything, then there's ways you can do cold DMing and cold outreach. It may take a bit longer to get the people in, but literally these are the few ways that you could actually utilize to start landing on clients ASAP and start growing so that you can get your agency to at least 10K per month within the space of 30 days.